Well, hey guys, welcome to the Off-Grid Cabin. Today I've got a special presentation for you. It's brought to you by Anker SOLIX F3000, and we're going to go through all of the details on this new and exciting power pack. It's been a while, hasn't it? Well, anyways, I didn't even mention Off-Grid Cabin because it's currently got no power. I've got to hook up my newest power pack. It is Anker SOLIX F3000 battery pack. It's got 3,000 watt hours of power, and I'm going to set it up in the cabin so I can have all the modern amenities that I need to run this bad boy. It is in the middle of summer now, and it is crazy hot. It's sticky. I'm thinking there should be some air conditioning of some kind, maybe some fans. Anyways, we're gonna hook those things up. We're gonna run them with our a new awesome battery pack and see how it fares. We can run that air conditioner like that for 6 hours. Crazy amount of time for an off-grid pack. So there we go. We got her all the way up to 9. Well guys, that's a pretty crazy rock saw. It runs about 18 amps. It trips normal breakers that are like house breakers, like 15 amp ones. The Anker SOLIX F3000 seemed to handle it no problem. I ended up cutting 3 really large rocks, and I used about 10% of the battery. So if you think about it, I don't know what real-time running on the actual saw was. It was a little bit. But yeah, handled it no problem, which is very. I'm very pleased with you know, the capacity of that pack to be able to run that saw. It has the ability to do 240, but you need 2 of these packs and a dual voltage adapter, so it can be done. What you do is you take the dual voltage adapter, you connect 2 packs together, and it allows you to do 240. Why do you want 240? A lot of well pumps run on 240, so if you're in the rural country and you have a well, you're not on city water, like a necessity to have running water. So you get 2 packs, you get the dual voltage adapter, and you can run those high drain 240 volt devices. Even your stove can run off of 2 of these packs with the dual voltage adapter. That's pretty cool. Now this cabin, if you guys don't know it already, is set up in such a fashion that it works like a lamp. So you basically plug it in. So you can use it with a gas powered generator or with this Anker SOLIX F3000. Plug it in, and the reason why I'm using an extension cord is because my plug-in is on the other side of the cabin. So there, we've got our plug-in. So that's an extension cord, and that's gonna plug in our cabin. So I'm just gonna run it over here. We've got our cabin plugged in, and if we're gonna look at our base load on our power pack, 625 watts being used right now. App for the Anker F3000, it's pretty neat. So like this connects Bluetooth, and you can see all of the details on your pack. So we're at 91%. All right, so we input none, AC none, USB none, and then we have output, which shows our graph. It's an ongoing real-time report. It's using 673 watts, and you can actually control the night light by picking different brightnesses, which is really neat as well. You can also turn the screen on and off via this app, and you can turn the AC adapter. Say you forgot all your lights on, you can hit the off button, and yeah, it just shuts everything down, which is cool. So now we've got everything off, and then we can turn it back on. There we go, we're back on, back up and running, and then you can see our graph, AC output. You see the startup wattage was 3,000 watts. I wonder what that does. Oh yeah, look at that. You can turn it off specific on how long you want it running. You can have it running 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, or customized. It's neat how responsive the app actually is. So like the control the brightness. So this is like, that's a feature, is that you can turn your night light on. Say if you're coming home late at night and you want to see some, you want to be able to see the floor, you can actually log into the app and turn the light on remotely. So look, 1, 2, 3 brightness. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that, and it doesn't use very much power because that's just an LED on the pack. You can't even, what are we, 671 or 677, 675. Yeah, so it's using like 2 watts or something like that. So it actually doesn't use a whole lot of power. I just keep pressing the buttons. Part of my goal today was to show you this really awesome power pack, and the other goal today was to give this thing a little bit of cleanup. It's been a haul, so I've got a little bit of a mess. I've got projects after project after project. Is anybody else like me where you can't really relax until you got like a clean room? All right, well, we got our room clean. We were pulling like 2,000 watts at once, and I've got a battery pack charging over there, and well, we got her all done, and it's coffee time. So yeah, I did the I was doing the whole pots, and then I was like, you know what, it's just me, and I shouldn't drink a whole pot of coffee because that's bad for me. There, just blinks to tell me. I've never actually used this thing. My buddy gave this to me. He's like, you should just use this Keurig because you can just make a single cup. And I'm like, okay. Oh, there it goes, there it goes. I just didn't know how to use it. Does it not use any power? There's still like 730, I guess it's like 400 watts because our air conditioning is like 400 watts, and now our coffee's like 300 watts. But you know what? It's worth it. It's worth it to have a coffee anytime you need a coffee. Power goes out and you need a coffee. We're 2100 watts now, so it's kind of hot water. It's making hot water, so 2100 watts. One of the key features about the Anker SOLIX F3000 is the fact that it can power 3600 watts sustained, and very convenient for essentially powering anything you can throw at it, especially a coffee maker. All right, well, I'm gonna enjoy my coffee, and I'll get back to you with some more features on this. All right, so a special feature about the Anker SOLIX F3000 is that it plays well with others, and by that I mean gas generators. Now, all right, well, I had to come out of the forest in order to get some sunshine, and yet there's still cloud covers that's fighting me, but you know what? It doesn't really matter because we're gaining, even with this overcast right now, there's a cloud in the way of my sunshine. I got about 100 watts off these panels, which is just going to trickle into the pack, store it that way. The great thing about this thing is when the sun is shining, you get the full benefit because you can charge at 2400 watts, which is a crazy amount of power to be inputting into the pack. And to accommodate that, they've got the high voltage cable design, which is a really thick cable, very robust, in order to carry all of that input, which is great. You also have dual solar input, which is also a neat feature to have. Okay, well, you guys can't really see that, but we're still not a perfectly clear day. We're at 206 watts input as the clouds go over 232, so it just keeps trickling in. That's really cool. You see the clouds getting less thick. We got 278, so that thing's just gonna go up and down as the clouds go by, collecting our power. And as you can see, at the 215, we got about 4.8 hours of cloudiness, and we can have this pack fully charged. Battery power isn't the be-all and end-all when it comes to you know, powering all your devices. You still need a way to charge it. Now, there is a couple ways to charge the pack. One is directly to the wall, so you can plug it in. It does fast charge that way. You can charge it by solar, which, well, as you guys know, the sun is not always shining, so there always should be a backup to your backup. And that's where this guy comes into play, which is my Briggs & Stratton 6,000 watt generator. Now, that's a little excessive for this one, but it basically tailors its draw on gasoline to the load that it's drawing. So now this thing fast charges to the Anker pack at 1500 watts. Now the cool thing about this is that it can simultaneously power everything in the cabin and take a charge. A lot of other power packs, a lot of battery power packs, when they are being charged, they cannot have that much load on them, so you'd be out. So basically what happens is when this pack runs down, you start up your generator. I know a lot of off-grid guys, what they'll do is they'll put just enough gas basically to run it out, and they'll just let the generator run. It'll charge their packs. They can just walk away, and when the gas runs out of the generator, the pack is charged and carry on. Now, the benefits of having this type of system is that you can have a really long standby system with the Anker SOLIX F3000. It doesn't use a lot of power when it's on standby, which is a great feature when it comes to power packs. And the other thing, while it's on standby, it doesn't make any noise. And when you're not charging it, it doesn't make any noise. All right, we're gonna run our cord in, and the charging port is on the side. All right, I'm gonna put you guys down there. AC. So the way this works is that you basically push it in, and we're gonna hear there, she's fired up. All right, so we're gonna hear output, input, gas generator. I have to inverter, reset main breaker. There we go. There. She's firing up. We got 1200 watts. And we can set that. We can set that to actually draw more, which is the fast charge. So right now, we've got our quick charge. Let's just do that. We're gonna go to the app. We're just doing this on the fly here. I've never tried this before. So AC input. So we're gonna click on it. You can see the scroll down menu. We can actually put it, I'm gonna go to 1800 watts. You can hear the generator fire up. What do we got here? All right, we're set at 1600. So the Anker pack, the Anker SOLIX F3000, what it's going to do is it's going to modulate that power coming in to ensure that it's taking it as efficiently as possible. So based on temperature and whatnot. So we're at 1628 watts input. Charge time right now is 1.3 hours. So really, if you think about it, having your generator run for 1.3 hours to charge the pack up to 100% is not that bad, considering once you have it charged to that amount, you can actually shut the generator down. You got your peace and quiet back, and you've got a full battery to take you through the night. All right, to get into the nitty gritty of all of this, there is a special cord you can get directly from Anker, and it's a 3600 watt pass-through charging cable. It's the 30R, which allows you to plug this pack in to the generator, have 3600 watts of pass-through power, as well as charging the pack super fast. Normally, I'd have this full-size fridge. You can see it in behind, have that fired up. But when it's just me in here, I tend to gravitate towards this little cooler. Here it's just it's a 12-volt plug-in cooler. So on the Anker SOLIX F3000, it has the cigarette lighter adapter, or the car port. That's just plugged in there. So that's what's on the agenda for today. Otherwise, I got some frozen pizza because it's quick, it's easy, and it's delicious. 15 minutes, and yeah, we're gonna have some delicious pizza. All right, so while our pizza is cooking, I'm gonna give you a rundown on the things on the front of this pack. Now, it's a little different than a lot of the packs I'm used to seeing, and one of the neatest features I find right off the get-go is this, which is the light. You can go 3 different styles, and if you need to see something, it's important to have a light. Now, a lot of packs, you try to turn them on at nighttime, you can't see any. This thing, you find the light, no problem. I'm gonna turn that off because you guys are blinded now. All right, so over here we have 4 ports. They're the DC output ports. There's 2 USB-A's and 2 USB-C's that allows you to plug in everything from your smartphones to your laptops to your anything that really uses USB. There's even, like, you know, fans and stuff like that. You got your car port, which is a 12-volt adapter, allows you to plug in stuff like this cooler, which uses a 12-volt port. So it's good to have that. You also have your hardwired connections if you need a 12-volt connection that way. You also have 4 AC ports here, which allows you to plug in pretty much anything you can think of that runs AC power. This thing will power 99.9% of all devices ever made, which is pretty crazy if it uses a standard plug-in. We also, over here, we have, I call it the RV port, which is a 30 amp, 120 volt RV port. So if you have a camper and you need to go off-roading and you don't have its own power supply, this thing can seamlessly integrate with your RV. You just simply plug it in. Usually you have to use like shore power, they call it. You can actually have your own shore power right here. And the good thing about this pack is that it's got 3000 watt hours of power, so you can run your stuff a long time. So if you push this button here, it shows you the display. It shows you the statistics on the pack itself. You got 93% charged right now, 569 watts of output, and time remaining, which tells you under this load, this pack will last for 4.3 hours, which is pretty significant considering its size. The other good thing about this pack is that it's maneuverable. It's got a couple of wheels like a dolly. It's got an extendable handle at the side, which allows you to roll it around if you need to move it. Oh, Dinner of Champions, you can hear it sizzling. Got a paintbrush, there we go. Oh, almost got it. There we go, perfect. All right, we're all set. The other great thing about the Anker SOLIX F3000 is its scalability. Say one pack won't cut it, you can scale this thing up. You can add an additional pack, you can add 2 additional packs, you can add even 3 additional extra batteries. You can get up to 12.3 kilowatt hours of power, which is it's enough to power an entire home. Now they have extra accessories that you can purchase in order to seamlessly integrate your home with this pack. So in the event of a power outage, you're not left at home without power. A lifespan on a pack like this is about 3,000 charges, or about 10 years. And the reason being is because it's a lithium iron phosphate. That's the type of battery it is. It also gives you the features of allowing to use it in extreme cold, which is a great feature to have, especially when you're off-gridding in the Great White North. It's good to sit down, finally. It's been a long haul. It's been a long month, actually, hauling rocks for the waterfall. I don't know if this video is going to come out before the waterfall video is coming out, or if you're going to see the waterfall prior to this. Who knows? Anyways, but yeah, it's a lot of rock. I've probably moved like I don't know, 10 tons, 15 tons, 20 tons. I don't know, a lot of rock. Anyways, it's good to kind of, you know, relax and rely on power pack to have your back. It's a little crunchy. One thing I did notice about this particular battery, the Anker SOLIX F3000, is you don't suffer as much battery anxiety. It's a real thing. The display not accurately representing how much is left in the battery. Now you experience that with like gas-powered cars sometimes, you know, the full stays full for a really long time and then it's like half empty and then it's done. It's done. But this pack, it's very accurate at how much power is left and how it's going down. Like it doesn't just start going down extra quick once it gets to halfway. It's very measured that way, so you exactly know how much power you have left in your pack and how much you can, you know, rely on that. All right, one more feature I'm going to mention about this pack is that it has ultra low idle power usage. Now, a lot of packs in the past, what happens is when they're on and the inverter is running, it's consuming power just by itself. The base load on the pack is extremely low, which allows it to run an extremely long time. Milk chocolate almond toffee cluster. You know what? The pizza might have been crusty, but this makes up for everything. If you guys are looking for an awesome power pack and for home backup, home emergency, off-grid power, any sort of power needs, excursions, camping, whatever, the Anker SOLIX F3000 is the pack to get. So check the link in the description below. You can see the pack. You can go on their website. They have amazing deals on right now. So go check them out. The Anker SOLIX F3000, awesome pack.